The Pittsburgh Steelers versus Indianapolis Colts. This is who's in, who's out, and everything you need to know about this game. So, this game will be taking place at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, Saturday, not Sunday. It'll be taking place Saturday. And the Indianapolis Colts will be at home, the Steelers will be away. And the Colts, they come into this game with a record of 7-6, missing the playoffs as of right now. And the Steelers, they come into this game with a record of 7-6 as well. So, looking at this game, it'll be key to who makes the playoffs and who will miss it. Because looking at the playoff picture, Steelers right now, there's like a 6-way tie for the final wildcard spots, and the Steelers, based off the tiebreakers, are ahead and in the playoff spot, and the Colts are out of it. So this game will be key to who makes it and who won't, and who jumps ahead of one another. Looking at the injury report now for both teams, I'm going to start off with the Steelers first. So, looking at Thursday's practice, quarterback Kenny Pickett is obviously out, did not participate with an ankle injury, which he had surgery on last week. And wide receiver Deontay Johnson, he had a knee injury in practice this week, but he practiced in full. Najee Harris, who missed some time practicing last week with a knee injury, he practiced in full this week. DeMonte KZ with an ankle injury, practiced in full. James Pierre, who actually missed last week's game with a shoulder injury, he was a full participant as well. Elandon Roberts, who he was questionable for last game with his groin injury because he dealt with it the game before and left that game early. He practiced in full this week. Alex Highsmith with a concussion, he was out of last week pretty early and he missed the early part of this week of practice, but he practiced in full on Thursday and he will be playing. Isaac Seumalo with a shoulder injury, he did not participate. TJ Watt with a concussion, many were questioning the program and kind of the protocol for him because he got injured really early on in the game and many people thought he should have been taken out, but he practiced in full and has been cleared from the concussion protocol. Keanu Benton with an oblique injury, he went down early in last week's game as well, and he practiced in full. Cameron Heyward with a groin injury, he practiced in full as well. So out of all those players I named, only two of them appear on the game status report, which is Kenny Pickett, who is obviously out with an ankle injury, and Isaac Seumalo is questionable with his shoulder injury. Seumalo, he was questionable as well last week with his shoulder injury, but he ended up playing, so maybe he will play again this week. He might not, but if he doesn't, expect Nate Herbig to see the reps. So that's the injury report for the Steelers side of the ball. Now, looking at the Indianapolis Colts participation in practice and their game statuses as well. So on Thursday's practice, December 14th, their tackle, Braden Smith, with a knee injury, did not participate. Their running back, star running back, Jonathan Taylor, with a thumb injury, did not participate. Their defensive tackle, DeForest Buckner, with a back injury and kind of resting, did not participate. Their linebacker, Segun Olubi, with a hip injury, did not practice. Cornerback Juju Brents, quadriceps injury, full participant. Linebacker Zaire Franklin with an illness, full participant. Cornerback Jalen Jones, ankle injury, full. Tight end Will Marlowe, rib injury, full. Linebacker EJ Speed, knee injury, full participant. Looking at their game statuses, 3 of those players actually have a destination for the game. Segun Olubi, their linebacker, is questionable, and then their tackle, Braden Smith, is out, and their running back, Jonathan Taylor, is out as well, missing, I believe, it's either his 3rd or 4th consecutive game now. So, that is the injury report for both teams, the Steelers and the Colts. And just looking back, like I said, at the TJ Watt injury, the major update on him is he cleared concussion protocol, and he cleared it pretty early in the week. Many people thought that the kind of situation that he went through early in the game, where you get to wear that tinted visor, that they kind of skipped the protocols on him, and he was playing with a concussion. That was kind of the thing that people were saying in the media, and the fans were saying that he should not have been able to return to the game. But he cleared it pretty early in the week, meaning that he probably did not have a concussion, and he got cleared at being in the game as well. So he got cleared, and he will be playing. Alex Highsmith also dealing with some type of concussion protocols as well. He cleared it a little bit later than TJ Watt, but he cleared it. So now the Steelers will have both linebackers, and hopefully they're able to produce, in which they were struggling to produce last week from that spot off the edge. So looking at the actual game being played on the field now, the Steelers, they've been struggling on offense. They've been struggling all season, the last few years now. After Matt Canada got fired, the Steelers put up their first 400 plus yards game. Many people thought it was going to switch, their offense was going to be able to produce, but now it's actually been kind of worse because their points being scored on the board is way less than what even Matt Canada was putting up. I think it was Matt Canada was putting up 16 points per game, and now the Steelers are putting up 13 points per game since he left. So it's been even worse since he left. But Kenny Pickett is out. Mitchell Trubisky is going to be playing. Mason Rudolph won't be playing unless something happens, he gets pulled from the game or injury happens, even though the chance of the crowd was for Mason Rudolph after early Mitchell Trubisky struggles. The Steelers' Mike Tomlin said that he will be sticking with Mitchell Trubisky. So let's see how he does. Hopefully he doesn't make any erratic decisions with the football like he was early on in the football game. Hopefully he's able to actually help this team more than hurt it. Or maybe they will have to turn to Mason Rudolph, someone who is able to actually play, and someone that we saw play a few years back when Ben Roethlisberger was injured, and all the times he had to fill in for the backup job. But Mitchell Trubisky hopefully is able to get the Steelers going. Hopefully the run game is able to get going because the Steelers rely on that run game. Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, get both of them involved, and then George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and build off of that. Get George Pickens involved in the game. Don't make him have that sideline outburst again alongside Deontay Johnson where they just don't get the football and don't get targets and get 2-yard routes. Throw them the football, get them involved in the game, and run the ball. That should be the plan for the offense. Looking at the defense, struggles based off their offense. Is either one game they're able to stop them or the next game they're not. So hopefully this game they're actually able to stop some people and they don't let up those early points. If they fall back in the game early, fall down early, then it'll be hard for them to regain their footing and end up winning the game. So they need to be good straight out the gates and not like last week where they're able to shut out them in the second half, but allow those big yards, allow those big points early on. Hopefully they're able to shut them out and not allow anything to let them win the game. So looking at the other side of the ball, the Colts, looking at their team, what they want to do. They're a team that runs the ball, but Jonathan Taylor is out. But they still like to run the ball with the Zach Moss as well. So expect a lot of touches from him. And the Gardner Minshew, he's actually been doing a really good job. Since rookie Anthony Richardson went down with an injury fairly early in the season, and he's been out for the season. So Gardner Minshew got his chance to actually be the starter in this league once again, and he's showing out, and he's actually producing a lot, and he's actually able to get the football and spread it around. And looking at the defensive side of the ball for the Colts as well, their defense has been surprisingly really good. They've been one of the top teams in the league in defense. So they're probably going to expect to stop the run for the Steelers and then kind of guard the sticks for the Steelers as well. Nothing usually goes too deep, so they guard the sticks, stop the run. That's probably their game plan versus the Steelers this week. But in special teams, hopefully the Steelers special teams is able to turn around because just looking at it this season, it's been really bad. Both the punt return and kick return game. There's been some mistakes in the coverage game as well with penalties and stuff like that. But the kick return game and the punt return game, whether it be Calvin Austin or whoever the other kick returner is, they switch between some people some games if one is inactive or one's injured or what. But hopefully they're actually able to get going and Danny Smith is able to turn that group around because that's a key part to the football game. And if Steelers aren't doing good on that, then they're not doing good on one component. But with that being said, that's the end of this video, but let me know down in the comments below, who do you think will win this game? I believe the Steelers will come out and hopefully turn things around and win this game and prove why they're in a playoffs right now. But let me know your thoughts on who wins and give me your score predictions and stat predictions as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like Steelers content and analysis reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for the channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post next video. I post every single day covering Steelers news, rumors, reports, analysis, film breakdowns, reactions, everything like that. So turn notifications so you never miss out on anything of your Steelers football. And I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.